Hello, my name is Meriel Schindler. I'm head of the employment group here at Withers in London. This is the next instalment in a series of practical tips for HR professionals. Today I'm going to talk to you about terminating the contract of employment. Now, I'm not talking about finding a fair reason or following a fair procedure, but I'm talking about those occasions when you need to terminate the contract with immediate effect. So what do you do? Now, you might think that there's nothing very much to say on this subject. However, we have had a recent judgment in the case of Société Générale and Guise, which has led us to think rather more carefully about those mechanics. So what was the debate in the Supreme Court? Here we had 5 of probably the most eminent judges in the country, and yet they didn't actually agree at the end of the day. The question before them was whether, if an employer breaches the contract, whether the employee at that stage needs to accept the breach or not. So here are my 5 tips. Firstly, and perhaps most importantly of all, check the contract of employment. Does it contain a payment in lieu of notice clause or pylon? Secondly, if you do have a payment in lieu of notice clause, then check what it actually says. Does it require you to pay salary only in lieu of notice? Or does it say that you pay salary and the value of any benefits? And if so, which benefits? Thirdly, if the contract doesn't contain a payment in lieu of notice clause, then you might want to think about introducing one. For new employees, you can do that immediately. For existing staff, you will need to negotiate with them. Fourthly, if you're going to operate that payment in lieu of notice clause, make sure you tell the employee that that's exactly what you're doing and that you make the payment under the clause to the employee immediately. Fifthly and finally, if you are not operating the payment in lieu of notice clause, but terminating summarily for gross misconduct, then again, tell the employee that is what you are doing. Thank you very much for listening. For further information and an article on that case, do please visit our website.